Hi, wealth and time goes hand in hand together. So today, let's explore 10 signs that suggest that you are already wealthy and you just may not know about it. Number one is you are physically healthy, means to say that you have more energy, you feel better, and you can do more things without straining your body. Don't have any signs of illness or sickness. I have worked in the hospital for my entire career as a nurse and saw a lot of people who suffers from different kind of diseases and illnesses that can be prevented just by staying physically fit and healthy. So if you are watching this video and you consider yourself physically fit and healthy, then hats off to you because you are already winning in life. All the money, the fancy cars, and all the other material things that the world can offer are purely bonus and secondary. So take care of your health because you only have one body, and if you mess it up, it's game over for you. Because the honest reality is good health is really your wealth. Number two, you have a healthy relationship. If you have a family and loved ones and you have established a healthy and loving relationship with them, then you are living the dream. This is because good relationship can enhance your life far better in all aspects. It also increases your sense of worth and belongingness. In addition, it gives you a boost in your confidence, supports you in the things that you love to do, and also loves you for who you are. That may sound a bit cheesy, but it's true. However, great relationship doesn't just happen overnight. It takes time to build and need work and effort to keep. So to some extent, I do understand if you say that it is hard. But if you know your priorities well, you can make it happen. So build that relationship that you have been dreaming of, because that's how a wise man protects his inner peace. Number three, you have your own place. It doesn't matter if you are renting or you own a house. What matters is you have a home to live in. Do you know that according to the UN Global Survey in 2015, around 1.6 billion people lack adequate housing, and according to the World Economic Forum, there were about more than 150 million people who are homeless worldwide. That equates to the entire population of UK, France combined. It can potentially get worse due to the effect of the global pandemic, and that alone can give us a rough idea on how much we have a shortage in housing in the entire planet. So take good care of the place you are living right now. Don't get too in a hurry to buy or build your own house. I believe that we are just in the right place and in the right time in our life right now. Number four is having a smartphone. Having a smartphone means having the world in your fingertips. Gone are the days that you need to go to the library or browse an encyclopedia to do a research and look for further information about a specific topic. I mean, mobile phone, if we use it well, can exponentially grow and change someone from being an amateur to becoming an expert, because you can definitely do all the research from the device in the convenience of your own home and time. Hear me on this phrase. Perhaps you've already heard it before, that our smartphone, the one in your pocket right now, is powerful enough to put a man in the moon in 1969. I mean, this sounds so unbelievable, but in fact, a modern smartphone is exponentially more powerful than the guidance computer that NASA used for the famous Apollo 11 mission to the moon. I don't know about you, but for me, that is just mind-blowing. So leverage your smartphone well and use it for your own benefit to become better in your craft and in your life. Always remember that your smartphone is powerful than you think. Number five, you have the liberty to sleep for 7 to 8 hours a day. If you are a parent and you have little kids, you surely know how precious it is to have a long, restful sleep, which most of the time we don't get as a parent. So it becomes more of a luxury to have an uninterrupted 8 hours of sleep. On top of that, a good sleep also is one of the best medicines for any sickness, simply because it allows us to recuperate, recharge, and refuel our mind, body, and spirit for us to be more effective the following day. I remember a story sometime in my early career as a nurse in the operating theater where a surgeon was operating for the whole day, and unfortunately, his last procedure was very complex. The surgery went bad and needed help from a senior doctor. The helping doctor made every effort to check on the surgery but was not able to fix the problem. He then advises the primary doctor to pack the wound and return to the operating theater for the following day. He then advises again the primary doctor to have a good and restful sleep so he can be more effective in making decisions for the following day once the surgery started again. Back then, I thought the idea and the advice doesn't make any sense at all. But through the years of my career, I learned how valuable that advice was in making better decisions in life. And until now, I still admire it. Remember, the bridge between despair and hope is just a good night's sleep. Number 6, you strive towards self-improvement. Knowing the value of self-improvement means keeping yourself in constant check. As human beings, we all have flaws and strengths. The more we become aware of those in our character, the more we have an edge to be more effective in what we do and become closer to our goals. Investing in ourselves to continually improve does not just hone our skills, but it also gives us the ability to tap into the limitless potential and amazing creativity to become the best version of ourselves so that we can be more effective in serving our family, our workplace, and our community. However, let's not all forget that self-improvement only happens when we learn the habit of executing the simplest idea. As the saying goes, the application of a little idea is far greater than the grandiose intention. Number 7, you have the freedom to choose. Think about what's happening in the world right now. It's constantly in chaos. Think about those people who are in the midst of all those chaos. Most of them do not have a choice but to bear the pain and the suffering of what's going on around them. I know it may not be a great comparison for freedom, but it is the reality. So if you are living in a country that gives you the liberty to choose in whatever options in life you want to pursue, it may be your religion, your belief, your food, or whatever it may be, as long as you have the free will to choose, then always be grateful and thankful. Maybe it happened for so long and often that it becomes so normal to you that you have already forgotten that freedom is one of the greatest blessings to all mankind. The freedom that we are enjoying now is a direct result of all the sacrifices and dedication and hard work of all people who came before us. It does exist now because of the blood and sweat of those people who risked their life to fight for it. Because if there is one thing that is worth fighting for, then it is freedom. Number 8, you volunteer in a bigger community. The cool thing about volunteering is serving the community without expecting anything in return, which teaches us to be selfless. I've been very fortunate to be a part of an organization that provides services to new migrants here in Adelaide. It's called Adelaide City Care. It's a non-profit organization that welcomes thousands of migrants who just newly arrived here in Australia through providing a vital information that can help them during their transition stage. Being a part of a bigger community allows you to not only focus on yourself, but also thinking about the needs of other people. It develops within you a sense of belongingness, but more importantly to that, it's a way to give back to the community what you already have. I'm not just talking about money. It's about your gift, your talent, your time and effort, and other resource that can make a little to big difference in the lives of other people. I personally believe that we need this more than ever, especially now that our society is becoming more self-centered. So I encourage you to become a volunteer in your local community and become more selfless in serving others. Because the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others, according to Mahatma Gandhi. Number 9, you can afford to eat 3 meals a day. Do you know that according to the global hunger crisis in 2023, nearly 1 out of 10 people around the globe go to bed hungry each night? That's more than 800 million people around the world who are suffering from food crisis just last year. If you are in the position where you can afford to eat 3 meals a day, then consider yourself fortunate compared to the tenth of the world's population. However, remember to be very cautious about food wastage, because food we waste not only squanders the valuable resource but also represents missed opportunities to feed those who are in need. And lastly, you have a barbecue grill at home. This one doesn't require a lot of explanation, because if you know it, you know it. It doesn't take a fortune to buy a happiness. It just takes a few slices of meat, some sausages, smoke and fire under that grill, and that will eventually do it. If you want to make it a package, invite some family and friends, bring some drinks, I'm sure laughter will be on the air. After all, there's no better way to end the week than having some drinks and smoky barbecue on that grill. At the end of the day as well, having some fun is one of the best experiences that we can have in this life. So regardless how serious things can be, let's not forget to be happy, to have some laugh, and be entertained. So that's all for me. And if you do have all the signs or most of the signs that I have mentioned in this video, so please consider yourself very wealthy. And that ends our topic for today. If you do find this content valuable, don't forget to subscribe in this channel. Until next time, thank you very much. This is Touch Move.